Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering the Poison Jimmy Hudson. Jimmy made his first appearance as Poison in X-Men Blue issue number 29 in August of 2018. And he's originally from Earth 1610, being the son of that universe's James Howlett, also known as Wolverine. Now, Poison, as I'll call him, has the complete name of James, aka Jimmy Hudson Jr. And somewhat different than his famous father, he has blue eyes and blonde hair. Jimmy by himself naturally possesses the abilities of his father, having a healing factor that's pretty much just as good, which also gives him a telepathic resistance. He also has the iconic 3 bone claws that can extend from each hand, but his body has the unique ability to excrete a metallic substance to surround his claws. And although they weren't adamantium, they were extremely strong and able to cut through even steel. He also has heightened senses, speed, and agility. Now, when Jimmy became poison-bound, he kept these abilities and added a few more. This process enhanced his superhuman strength and durability, and also gave him genetic memory, wall-crawling abilities, shape-shifting, and the ability to create things using his constituent matter, which, if you think about it, basically adds the abilities of the symbiotes to his existing power set. Now, his story begins when the Poison Hive invaded Earth. The Poisons were these small, weak, crystalline-like creatures from another universe that one day discovered they could assimilate Klyntar symbiotes and their hosts to become more powerful. And from there, they went on a campaign to dominate the multiverse by forcing super beings to bond with Klyntar symbiotes and then taking over that new being. Now, when the time-displaced original 5 X-Men fought against the Hive in Manhattan, Jimmy was infected by a symbiote. He fought valiantly, even in this venomized state, nearly single-handedly holding back the poisons so that all of the mutant students in the area could escape. But in doing this, he was sneak attacked and bound to a poison. There were some very important subsequent events that occurred, and during this, Jean Grey actually defeated all of the poisons. Jean's powers made her one of the very few that could resist being completely taken over by the poisons, even after being bound. Some others that showed this resistance included Deadpool, Carnage, as well as Jimmy. But her abilities allowed her to infiltrate the Hive and take down the Queen, which in turn caused the demise of all of the poisons and all of the bound except for 2, those being Poison Jimmy and Poison Carnage. Now, when the X-Men went to look for their teammate Jimmy, they found that he had been consumed by a poison. And although he was aggressive and unpredictable, they wanted to save him, knowing that their friend was still in there. And since the poison that was within Jimmy thought that it was the last living member of the Hive, it simply called itself Poison and had been wandering around in Jimmy's human form, while both it and Jimmy's conscious were fighting over control of the body. But before Jean and the team could actually help Jimmy, they were interrupted by Wolverine's son from this universe, Daken, who had been trailing the X-Men team by the orders of Magneto to basically take the Poison Jimmy out if the team couldn't bring themselves to do it. At this turn of events, Angel and Bloodstorm tag team Daken, and in all the excitement, Poison Jimmy flees, being completely overtaken by the Poison symbiote, determining that no one would be allowed to destroy him. After some distance is covered, Daken catches up with Poison, but the two of them end up facing off because Jimmy, using his senses, had known that Daken was pursuing him. Then starts the epic battle of brothers from different universes, Daken even trying to use his pheromones to make him feel weak, and Poison reminding him that pheromones won't work on him because of the symbiote. This brawl is finally brought to an end when Iceman catches up with them and freezes them both in place. Jean then insists that Iceman let Jimmy go so that she can try to talk to him. And after a few minutes of her confiding in her experience with being part of the Hive, the two of them agree that it's best if Jimmy goes his own way until he can figure out who or what he is now. Due to his powers and abilities and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Poison Jimmy a rating of 7, which is a master rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.